Alright, so here we are playing Doki Literature Club. This is my first ever gameplay of anything, so hopefully this goes well, but you know, it's probably gonna be shit. But here we go. So let's start a new game. Now, before I started it, there's a whole lot of warnings. Talking about how there is disturbing content and that if you have depression, you should most likely not play this game. So it's a very interesting start to a game that seems to be very cheerful, but you know, who am I to say? I'm just gonna put my name. Just put Liam. Alright. Okay, here we go. Starting now. Hey! Who's saying hey? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Damn. However, I just sigh idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, good thing that there's a history. Ha! Alright. Before we start, let's give her a voice. Let's do like high pitch, you know, a little annoying. Yeah, let's do this. Ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Liam. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I already feel awkward doing this, but you know what? We're going through it, and I bet you as I go along, I'll get more comfortable. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Liam, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Sure, it's possible that I did. One of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oops. That was an accident. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average, can't read, while spending my free time on games and anime. Quality way to spend your time. I mean, I can honestly relate. Was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me worry about you. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Jeez, Mom. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Oh no, it wasn't exactly too carefree. She seems to really worry about you, man. I mean, more than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I'm guessing seeing how worries so I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Cannot read. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Hold on real quick. Okay. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. I mean, it's my choice. If I don't want to go to your club, I shouldn't have to. I'm pretty sure I was just off camera. I apologize. I'm just used to leaving. I gotta get used to sitting up straight in my own room. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. Pardon me. Ignore that. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Like, honestly, what the fuck? What kind of friend you are? Try to freaking put someone in a hole like that? Like, what if he seriously doesn't want to join that club, and then all of a sudden you're already making like promises to people, and now he'll feel like a bad guy if he doesn't go? That's fucked up, man. Alright, anyway, I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I mean, I guess it's okay being that they've kind of been friends for almost practically their whole life, but still, you don't do that without at least asking first. But who am I to say? Anyway, let's continue. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to a cupcake. Or for a cupcake, whatever. I dejectedly... Okay, making sure I said that right. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit because being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. I don't know what voice to give her. Let's just like do a little soft voice. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's gonna get cringy with my voices, I know. It's gonna be bad. But you know, you gotta bear with me. You got different voices here. Alright, anyway. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh, let's see. She seems a little snarky. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah! No. No, no, no. I don't know what voice to give her. Liam. What a nice surprise. Now that sounds kind of like this girl to the very right's voice. I don't know what voice to give her. So I don't know. I guess I'll just read her normally for now until I figure out a voice for her. Liam. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. They are pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. Wait! Oh crap, I forgot her voice already. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Something like that? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. It is a little cold in here, so I'm gonna put on my jacket. You probably weren't noticing, I was shaking a little bit. It's cold. It's getting me sick. Get. Alright, anyway. Continue. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Liam. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Pretty sure he got a hard on just looking at her. I mean, you don't talk about somebody like that in your head without being like, oh man, I wish I was with her. He's totally into her. Basically completely out of my league. Oh yeah, he's definitely into her. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come on, sit down, Liam. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I really hate that voice. I need a new voice for it. Okay. No, it sounds... No, alright, we're just gonna stick with it. Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute! My voice keeps on cracking. Jesus. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and had already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. What if she made these herself? This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Much appreciated, small lassie. Whatever. I'm Irish, but I don't speak Irish. Ha ha ha, big surprise. American boy. Anyway. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki. Oh, hello, Stubbs. You want to join me? Okay. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. Hi. Hello. Yes, I see you. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. Do you mind? Kinda in the way a little bit. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Excuse you. I'm kind of trying to read here. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. It's not true. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. No, you don't need to climb onto the desk. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Alright, look, you're fidgeting too much. Get back on the bed. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Liam, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. So cute. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind this is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped. God damn it. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Do you smell what the Stop. Really? I wouldn't have expected that at all, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes and your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides up. It's a spell. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Nani? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Liam? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. I mean, it's a bunch of cute girls, man. They all seem to really like you already, so I mean, why not? But anyways, what do I know? Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought.
Liam.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed!
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Liam, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Unlikely. Already feel the anxieties welling up inside me. This is a bad idea, man. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Liam, since we're already here,
Pardon me. I don't know why I'm so gassy right now.
since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Just one of these things just doesn't belong here. In regards to names, Monica is just different because you got Sayori, you got Natsuki, and you got Yuri, all ending with I's, but then you got Monica. Anyway, will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you like. Whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. What, we don't get to do Monica? Alright. Who do you want to go for? We want to go for Sayori? Want to go for Natsuki, or you want to go for Yuri? I'm going to go for... I'm gonna go for Yuri. Ooh. Let's try Tenacious. Ooh, that won't work. Perfect. Oh, nope. Unending. Ooh. Imagination. Adventure. Nope. Damn it. Massacre. Because, you know, horror. Vivacious. Ooh. Agonizing. Ooh. Ooh. I only had one messed up so far. Let's see. Contamination. Ooh. I'm on a roll here. Death. Damn it. Wait. What? Okay. Captive. Yes. Extreme. Oh shit. Dream. No. Wait. Okay. Tragedy. What the hell? Philosophy. There you go. Back on track. Entropy. sadness. Nope. Okay. Determination. Alright, there we go. Hi again, Liam. I'll keep going. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, back at the literature club, was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Liam. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga's literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys.
Liam only gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Liam can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, you're even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to. I don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be only on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and now our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious about here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Liam? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophies that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well start reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide the desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead of using my right hand to hold the book, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Oh man, that close-up. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefingers. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddling even closer together than before. It actually kind of distracted me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but this kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But, Liam, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that... wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ended, and I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically put out their own poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet, loose leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, so I'm gonna end this video here because I got things I need to do. But I will most likely be continuing another one tonight or maybe tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, that's the end. See y'all later! Peace!